Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I last made a video, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be going over how I color graded a particular image in Capture One, and that is basically what I'm going to be doing. And then later on I would go into how I did it in Photoshop. For now, let's just edit in Capture One and color grade. Then later maybe I would think about making another video for Photoshop edits. But for now, Capture One first off. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just get right into Capture One now and edit. So first off, right here I have this particular image. I don't know if I should use this image or I should use something a little bit more like that's quicker, more easily. What's the word? I don't quite know the word, but yeah, I'm just going to be starting off with something simple. All right, let's use this one. Then let's make another variant. So Function F7 for another variant. Okay, so we have a new variant like that, and this is how I shot the image. There's really nothing else applied to it. This is how I shot it. So first off, I'm going to coming down to my adjust layer, and what I want to be doing now is the exposure is okay. I like how the exposure is looking. Um, I'm not really going to be doing too much to it this time. So first off, I'm just going to come down to my contrast, and I like to add a contrast of 10 to see how that one is going to work. Now it's not going to be a direct reproduction of how I calibrated the last one, but very similar to how I did it. So it's going to be showing you the thought process of how I color grade my images. So first off, contrasts first. You make sure you balance it. Now you can do two things. You can either I would have adjusted the white balance, but I think I like the way it's looking, so I don't really need to adjust the white balance of this particular image. So now contrast is there. The blacks are already blacks. Maybe I want to make the blacks a little bit darker, and I could just come down and just reduce those blacks slightly. Let's put it at -15 like that. So before and after, you can see that there's already like huge change just by adjusting just the contrast. Now I can come down to my levels to add a little bit more contrast if I so want to, but that would already be like high contrast, but just slightly. And let's see if I want to do something to the mid-tones right there. So we've gone from this to this just within only clicks, 3 clicks, just like that. And okay, so now I think I like the way the contrast and everything is looking. Maybe I can just bring up my whites a little bit to make them white and all. And then now what I will do is now this blue, is it blue or cyan? This is blue, yeah. In the background, I would like to change that and adjust it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be coming down to my color editor, and I'm just going to select that blue. I know it's this blue, it's one of these two right here. I'm just going to select that one. What I'm going to do is I'll change the hue slightly, just slightly, maybe pop up saturation a little bit more like that, increase brightness just like that. And for the most part I'm done. Then you can come here. If you're using Capture One, the latest one, you can remove the blemishes. That's what I'm going to be doing for this one, because I might be taking it to Photoshop to retouch it to make it easier for myself. Let's just remove everything right here in Capture One while we can. So remove the blemishes, but now you want to make sure you don't overdo it because it might look fake. But I'm going to remove the blemishes fully for this particular image. I'm going to even out the skin, and so let's see how we are looking before and after, just like that. I think this has done a whole lot to the way the image looks like. So now for the image that I posted, the one there, I actually cropped it. So I'll be cropping this image. But first though, let me see if I can still make other adjustments to this. Do I want a little bit more texture? Let's reduce a little bit more texture and a little bit more contouring, like that. Raise the dark circles up a little bit. And we've gone from this to this. Okay, now let's go down to our cropping for it. So I'm going to crop this aggressively. I shot it on the Canon R5, yeah. So there is, what's the word? It's high resolution already. Command Z. So it's high resolution already. Let's start crop. All right. Let's just adjust the crop box like that. So So right, so this is where we are. So compared to the previous one, you can see it's not exactly the same thing, but it's like the same thought process I followed. The hues are a little bit different. Let's try and make it similar. Like let's try and make it as close as possible. So let's just go to the hue and just bring that one around here. Yeah, they look similar. Now for the skin tone, I'm just going to select that one right there. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shifting the hue slightly towards the green. The greens a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe bring down the saturation a bit. For the skin tone, that is. So before and after. And I think I like the way this looks. Alright, so now we'll be going into Photoshop. But basically that is how I color graded this particular image in Photoshop. So yeah, that's everything about this one. Catch you guys in the next video in Photoshop.